Hello everyone, welcome to day 5 of the second edition of WFS Live. The Congress is now complete and today is a day of celebration. Yes, it is awards day and we're going to be hearing in depth and in detail from all of our WFS Industry Award winners for 2020, plus the WFS StartCup as well, on how and why they've been successful as well as their plans for the future. And we will conclude with a very special address, a keynote panel from FIFA's General Secretary Fatma Samora. So there really is plenty to look forward to. If you've been here all the time, all the way through this week, wow, that is some commitment. You deserve a medal, a gold star, and plenty more besides. And if you haven't been here on the first 4 days of WFS Live, where have you been? We've missed you, and you've missed a lot of cracking content, but don't worry, we've got you covered because you can rewatch any panel that we've had on 24 hours after it first went live. Failing that, we will upload all of the panels onto our YouTube channel in the coming weeks, so you can also catch them there. For family, friends, contacts who haven't signed up to WFS Live, but they might want to watch today's content for themselves, it's all about the Live Now Global platform. That's available on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. As always, for journalists, head to the Newsroom by Efe for those newswires in English, Spanish, and Arabic. Video highlights of each panel, by the way, will be uploaded on a Google Drive that will be shared with the media. Selected content distributed by our new media partner, SNTV, to their clients globally too. And for one final time, shout it from the rooftops, shout it from the mountains. Tell everyone about this event, how amazing it's been, WFS Live, by posting it on social media. So tag us in if you'd like. We are at WF Summit on Twitter, at World Football Summit on Instagram. The hashtag to use is WFS Live. And also make sure that you visit that expo area as well to see the exhibitors that have been on display here at WFS Live as well. So that's as far as preamble for today in general is concerned. Let's get going, shall we? We start with the WFS StartCup. So this is our quest to locate the best sports tech projects and or startups across the globe, transforming the football and sports industry in collaboration with GSIC, that's GSIC, so that's Global Sports Innovation Centre, powered by Microsoft. Now, in the last edition of WFS Live in July, the shortlisted nominees had to pitch their concept in just a few minutes, really, to our panel of judges. They whittled down the numbers. Eventually, we announced the winner this year as Immersiv.io. It's a company who are creating memorable interactive experiences for the sports industry, including esports, leveraging the latest augmented reality frameworks. There's a lot of talk about AR at the moment, machine learning, computer vision on both mobile and smart glasses, so that fans can have full control over their live experience and really enjoy the games in brand new ways. So it's congratulations to Immersiv.io. Let's hear more about what they've achieved. We have their CEO, Emmanuelle Jorge. Congratulations, Emmanuelle. And she'll be speaking to the Partner Solutions Program Manager at GSIC, Jorge Gómez. Jorge, over to you.
Thank you very much, David. Thanks a lot. And well, Emmanuelle, congratulations first of all for winning the World Football Summit startup competition. And well, I just wanted to start with a short intro. And for those who don't know Immersive.io yet, how would you describe your startup? What do you offer? What kind of value proposition do you have?
Yeah, well, first of all, hello to everyone, and thank you, Jorge, for the kind words. Also, thank you, David, for the introduction. We are so happy to be the winner of this competition and to see our work rewarded by such a great competition. And I'd like also to thank, first of all, also the Bundesliga, who trusted us in the first place in offering us the opportunity to collaborate with us since 2 years now. It's been a game-changing contract for us, and which started the rest of our journey. So thanks also to them. And yeah, well, to maybe present you a little bit more what we do, especially for those who don't know who we are. So we are Immersiv.io. We are a company focusing on reinventing the sports fan experience with augmented reality. And let's say, and more generally, with the latest technologies we can find on the market, like, for instance, artificial intelligence, computer vision, 5G or edge computing. And our purpose is really to enhance the viewing experience of the fans and to create a new form of sports show for them. And with an personalized and immersive experience that we believe is aligned with their needs today. So briefly, before I start describing a little bit more our solution, to first give a description of augmented reality first, because that may not be obvious for everyone. So augmented reality is a technology that really allows you to enrich your direct environment by overlaying visual elements on top of it. And that's kind of, not kind of, but really different from what you may have already heard of, the virtual reality. Virtual reality is really a complete virtual world into which you're immersed. It's often through headsets, like opaque headsets. So this is different from what we do. We really focus on AR, so enriching your direct environment, and you're not cut from the reality. So we develop experiences for fans. As I said, it's on either mobile phones, so your smartphones, or also smart glasses, like the Magic Leap you may have heard of, or Unreal glasses more lately. And it's like an update of the Google glasses that we had like 10 years ago. And it's very more smart in the sense that it really understands the environment. So you're able to have a completely virtual incrustation of elements on top of, for instance, if you're in your living room, on top of your coffee table or on top of your TV screen. So this is the kind of technologies we have today that we can leverage for creating new experiences for the fans. So this is really about... Sorry, Jorge, go ahead.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
so
go ahead, Emmanuelle.
Yeah, I was about to say that our solution, they're not targeting directly the consumer market. We are working with sport entities like clubs. It could also be broadcasters. And so the company is almost 5 years old now. We founded the company with Stéphane Guérin and myself back in 2016. And so the solution and the platform we've created is called Arise, and it's allowing you, if you're in the stadium, to just take your phone, you point it at the pitch like this, and you're able in live to click on players through your screen directly to select them. And once they are selected, you get access to a variety of different stats that you can display in live of the pitch. So, for instance, you could see the speed in live of a player to assess how fast they're running in live. And you could also see other metrics like the heat maps, the attack defense lines, the live formation of the teams. It's really personalized. The fans, they can choose the graphics they want to see and when they want to see it. So that's really for the in-stadium experience. And we have the equivalent at home, where we basically reproduce the stadium experience on the mini pitch that you can this time place on your coffee table, for instance. And you will be able to do exactly the same. So getting access to the stats in live, but you will also be able to see the players appear in your living room at real scale, thanks to 3D avatars or volumetric videos, so that, for instance, if there's a goal, they can celebrate with you. And we have also the capacity to add social content, editorial content on top of that. So that's really what we're trying to build, and we work with different customers. I've talked about the DFL. We've also worked with the French Football Federation, FC Bayern, and also in other sports with basketball teams like the Telecom Baskets in Bern, or medias like France Télévisions or TF1 in France, but also tennis with the French Tennis Open, and ice hockey too with the NHL. So that, I think, gives you a good overview of who we are and what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's super interesting. It's amazing. And I'm sure all the people that it's watching us will be super interested in knowing more about Immersiveio. So going to COVID, COVID-19 affected the whole sports industry. And considering you work with augmented reality, as you were very well explaining, which allows sports entities to offer virtual experiences for fans. How did really COVID-19 impact your business during these last months?
Yeah, well, first of all, what we saw at the beginning of the year is that the competition were first completely paused, and then they started again with either no fan at all in the stadiums or very few fans in the stadiums. So, so for us, at the beginning, it was like a pause too in our deployments of our in-stadium solution, because obviously the games were not played, and it was also difficult to access stadiums for our technical setup because of the different restrictions due to the health criterias. So that's why it's been first like a post two for us. But what we saw in parallel to that is that also we were already discussing with and that were interested in deploying the in-stadium solution, suddenly saw that they had to engage also the fans that were stuck at home. And so they asked us, what can we provide for the fans in that at home, so that we'll stay in their living room. So we had already our home solution, but it was more designed for usage on glasses, because we saw at first it would be like this. But then this year we took the time to adapt this to mobile phones, so that it's already available for a huge number of fans today. And so this is what we've done for the several the past months, and so we have our solution ready on smartphones today, and yeah, so that's so as a recap, we can say the pandemic for us was a way also to generate new opportunities for engaging fans at home already with augmented reality on smartphones, and also we know the pandemic will end one day, and the fan will have to go back in the stadiums. So even more than before, the sport entities will need to find reasons to convince the fans to come back there, because some of them may be a bit fearful given the situation, and so they will have to find new arguments to tell them that they have a really great experience on site. So in a way, it's been globally a driver for us, even though it started with pausing the deployments we had.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. It's been challenging months, but also we can take positive insights from these months. But let's talk about now the future. Can you tell us more about future projects that you are developing and growth expectations for the upcoming months and years?
Yeah, sure. I think first of all, as I just said, we spend a lot of time working on our home solution, and so it's gonna be launched very soon, like early December next week. So that's a very short term update, and yeah, that's something we've worked a lot on too, is the what we call the fans reaction. So giving the possibility for the fans on the react each of the events in augmented reality, and they can see also in live how the other fans are reacting. So it gives them the sense that they're kind of immersed into this virtual crowd, as if they were in the stadium. So that's something that will be available soon, and I hope that's across 2021. So I have other and say further announcement and deployments to do for this home use case. And in the continuity too of our deployments of the in-stadium solution, we're still deploying with the DFL, so the Bundesliga, for different clubs. So that will still be the case for next year. And something else also is that for the moment, our solution is compatible with football, but also with basketball and ice hockey. And we intend to adapt it to new sports, especially maybe US sports. because that's a territory in which we intend to expand soon. So that may be also a lot of our work for the next months. And we've talked about sports, but it could also be applied to esports. So that's another topic we're investigating and exploring at the time. We are based in Station F in Paris, in France, and within the Ubisoft Entrepreneur Program. So that's also something we're exploring with them. Let's say that's the main next steps. Maybe at further in time, what we're looking forward to is the arrival of Apple glasses. And that will be a real boost for the adoption of the glasses within the consumer market. We hope it's going to be by 2022. If it can be before, it will be great. So, but at least that's the target we have in mind.
Yeah, so that sounds very cool and exciting times ahead. And now that we're talking about the future and your future projects, in a more global vision, how do you envision the future of fan engagement in the sports industry in terms of, I don't know, new technologies or new business models, new revenue streams? How do you envision the evolution of this fan engagement?
Yeah, so I think we have as we are focused on reinventing the sports fan experience using cutting edge technologies, I think we have a good view of how we can leverage these new technologies. And so I have some ideas of how we can use these technologies. For instance, and this is what we do with our platform Arise, we really leverage the use of data and sports data to make it available for the fans, and especially with one type of data, which is the live tracking of the players. This data was made before for sports performance, and with our solution, it's really a new way to leverage this type of data and to allow the fans to better understand what's happening in the game and to really understand how each player are performing, and how the game is evolving, and it's really giving new perspectives for following the sports events in live. So that's for the fan experience, but it's also connected to that. We'll also see the rise of betting associated to this use of data, and especially also micro betting with the arrival of connectivity such as 5G. So this is the type of things we will see arriving on the market. And I haven't said that before, but yeah, we've the product we have with the Bundesliga is also done jointly with Vodafone, which is bringing 5G in some of the stadiums in Germany. And 5G or next generation Wi-Fi connectivity will bring a lot for the on-site fan experience. For instance, the fans on site will be able to have a good connectivity with a lot of bandwidth and to download, but also upload more easily heavy files. So it's going to also drive further the user-generated content in live. So this is the kind of usage we will see later on for the fans. And another type of content that is very interesting for us for augmented reality is the volumetric video. It's also requiring a lot of bandwidth, and with Intel TrueView or Canon, this is the type of content we will see later on in mixed realities. As well as, I believe, and then we'll be maybe a bit short in time, with artificial intelligence, we will see also new type of data, like predictive data, assessing in live what is the chance for a given player to score now. So this also is going to be the type of thing we will see in the future.
Absolutely. Emmanuelle, thank you very much for all these insights. I think what you're doing is super cool, super interesting, and obviously it's the future of the fan engagement in the sports industry. So I'm afraid we don't have much time. So again, thank you very much for this great conversation, and congratulations for winning the World Football Summit StartCup powered by GSIC. So I'll pass the word to David. I think he's already here.
With great interest, great conversation. Emmanuelle, many congratulations. I think what you've developed is absolutely superb. And clearly, we hope that this will be a springboard for you guys. It will help you win those contracts in future. We hope that it will drive you on to further success, and that the world that you're already in is exciting enough. But my goodness, what there is in store in the future, talking about things like 5G, 10 times bandwidth, zero latency, predictive data. I mean, I thought we already had so many types of data. Another one to add to the list there, the sync up with betting too. I think, the world's your oyster, and you're doing brilliantly already. And, we're really delighted that you've been awarded WFS StartCup winner for 2020. So many congratulations to you. Thank you, Jorge, for directing the conversation as well. Right, we're up and running. That was the WFS StartCup powered by GSIC. Of course, we work very closely with them and Microsoft too. Now we're going to kick off the WFS Industry Awards. Plenty to come here on day 5 of WFS Live.